Logging in as an applicant, I have access to create a new application. After providing all my details in the different sections of the form, and any documents needed, if I am eligible for this application, then I will be able to submit the form. Logging in as an agent, I have access to a full overview of the applications in the system. Agents can also create new applications, see all my open tasks, and also a quick access to all my pending applications. Our system specializes in sending out tasks depending on any business requirements. Once the applicant has submitted their form, the agent will receive the first task, which is to review the application. The agent's review task will include all the information submitted by the applicant and grant the agent the ability to edit this information. A pre-calculated value will let the agent know if the applicant is eligible or not. After an agent submits an application, grant officers will receive a task to review it. Inside this task, they will see all the information of the application, and they will have the ability to set up a due date for reviewing this application, and also flag any errors on the application. Grant officers also have access to a checklist that would help them in the review process. After reviewing the application, they can send it back to the agent. Then, the agent will receive a task with any annotations made by the grant officer. Notifications, email messages, and reminders can be sent when reaching any milestone in the workflow. Clicking on the Applications tab will take you to a list of all applications that have been submitted in the system. This list can be narrowed down by combining any of the filters displayed on top. Clicking on the applications will take you to a list of all the applications that have been submitted in the system. This list can be narrowed down by combining any of the filters displayed above. You can, for example, select an agent and even a range of dates. The most relevant information of all applications is displayed here. That way, it is easy to assess whether an action needs to be taken on an application or not. Inside an application's detail view, a clear overview of all its information is presented. Here, it is easy to see how far this application is in the process, if any of the steps have been met yet, and even see all the documents that have been attached to it. You can filter through the documents and see them on the system, or even download them. On related actions, you can click on any of the actions presented to move the application forward in the process. For example, agents will have access to the Send Estimate template action, where they can select a contractor in the system and send the template to them. Agents also have the ability to create a contract amendment, and that way update any of the information here, and if submitted, create a new version of this application. This way, it is easy to keep track of all changes made across time on an application. Agents also have the ability to send the owner agreement from the application, and that way, after filling out and submitting this form, the recipient will receive an email prompting them to review the document and sign it. After the document has been signed, it can be found on the Agreement Document tab inside the Applications Detail view. Contractors have access to a particular dashboard where they can upload their contractor documents and also notate their onboarding information. They can also review any contractor estimate negotiation, and they can update the work status of an application. Managers also have access to a personalized dashboard where they will be able to complete the application's review process, as well as review the contractor's estimate, that includes the contractor's invoice, and the agent administrative fee. Logged in as a manager, it is easy to keep the claims information up to date. After clicking on the Claims tab, I will access a list of all claims that have been registered in the system. Here, the most relevant information of all claims is displayed. The list can be narrowed down by combining any of the filters displayed above. By clicking on a claim, I will access its detailed view where all its information will be displayed. On related actions, I can update this information and, for example, update the contractor's payment status or update the agent's payment status. By clicking on any of these actions and then submitting the form, the data will be updated, and that way anyone with access to this information will be able to see any changes made. On a similar way, managers can see and update all organizations in the system by clicking on the Organizations tab.